All right, friends, it's time for some more innovation. We're going to hear from some emerging businesses about what they're working on and how it will benefit you. We'll start with the Tourism Innovation Challenge winners for visitor experience. As winners, they're currently being supported by the Queensland Government to develop a solution that will assist tourism businesses. So first of all, can you give it up for the founder of Cinefly, Eris?
Hi everyone. It's not daunting at all following Mr. Spencer's talk. Here we go. Hopefully we'll make this really interesting. We've got 10 minutes to wow you. Okay. So if we were to create the most ultimate visitor experience, what would that look like? Well, as a tourism operator, what you'd do is you'd give your visitors the ability to call up and dream up some ideas for a place to go. So it could be anywhere around the world, and the ideas might not only centre around you and your family, it might be your partner, it might be for your kids. And then they'd put the plan together, they'd map everything out in terms of what you're going to be doing every day, where you're going to be going, what activities you might be participating in. And then when you arrive, you've got a tour guide to take you and your family or you and your partner to all the sights and sounds and to experience something really amazing. Not only do you have a tour guide, you've got a film crew to follow you everywhere, take some really good video shots, and then when the experience is over, take all that footage, create a really awesome video so that you can share it online or you can have it as a keepsake. And then, if you wanted to go somewhere else, at another time, they would take all the good things, the great things, and the stuff that you're probably not very interested in, and then use that to drive the next experience. And then you'd start again. So, pretty amazing, right? But the problem with creating an ultimate visitor experience as a tourism operator is that it's really complex and expensive, challenging at scale. You'd need specialist people. I mean, Adam went through all the different types of capabilities that you would need, but if you were putting together an ultimate visitor experience, you'd have to field all the calls, speak multiple languages, come up with all these different places that you could go to. On top of that, you'd need a film crew that would be there on location to greet you, your partner, or your family, take all the footage, put all the video together, and then deliver that to you. And that's not even considering the changes that might happen to your trip, people dropping out, or you changing your mind and maybe not wanting to go on that particular destination. You may want to go somewhere else. Maybe the weather's not up for skiing. So creating an ultimate visitor experience for tourism operators is complex and expensive and time-consuming at scale. You'd need specialist resources, people, equipment, time, money. And so you're not going to get the ultimate tourism experience. In most cases, if you look at organisations like Nat Geo, Lindblad, that create these ultimate visitor experiences, they charge the visitors $50,000 a pop. And that's not even including a film crew. So with Cinefly, what we're able to do is put an AI tour guide in the palm of your hand to enhance your experience, transform you into a storyteller, and create an awesome video within minutes that you can share online. So we've taken the platform and we've created a highlight reel that's going to play next. Do I need to press a button for this? All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah, here we go.
Welcome to your first step in creating an engaging video journey. As we head west, we'll journey through landscapes that have witnessed centuries of history. For this shot, you'll need to capture a medium shot from the waist up. Great job, Kai. Your enthusiasm really shone through in your introduction. But it seems like there was a mix-up with the location. You mentioned a shirt instead of the John Darien wool shed. こんにちは、カイさん。前回のショットでの自己紹介は素晴らしかったです。
All right, there's a lot of information there. Let me unpack what you just saw. So from a visitor experience, you had your own tour guide guiding you on where to go. And based on your response, it hyper-personalizes the experience. So it knows who you are, and it captures a number of different data points. It knows who you are, what gender you are, what your interests are, it does sentiment analysis. It knows where you're going, where you've been, and it's customizing the trip on the fly. And what it's also doing is it's helping you become a better storyteller. So you might be a travel vlogger, you may be a content producer, you may be an influencer. So it not only gives you a tour guide, it gives you a story guide to help you tell a better story. And on top of that, it gives you a film guide to guide you on how to capture the best shot. So once you've done that, you press a button, and within minutes, it fully automates the post-production, and it's back on your phone to share with others. I think I've gone... Sorry, that's the slide that I'm talking to there. So you select the experience, you follow the guide, you press a button, and the content goes across all socials. As a tourism operator, what you're able to do is create an interactive itinerary on the fly. So outback Queensland, you could create a drive trip, select the destination Brisbane, say Ayers Rock, and what it will do is it will generate the tour guide, it will generate the story guide, and the film guide, and it will also automate the post-production. So what that means is you're creating a customized tour guide for every visitor that comes to your location, and you're enhancing their experience. And they're creating some really great content that they can share. Now, given that you're not limited in time, place, money, complexity, the data that you can collect from all those videos is really substantial. So what Cinefly also allows you to do is create these personas. So based on the people that are visiting your location, you can create personas on, here's Jack, he doesn't want to go on, he wants to always take the road less traveled, I guess. And it's got all his interests, pain points, buying thoughts, everything that Jack likes to do. It captures all that data, and it uses that to create targeted itineraries. And it helps you understand who your visitors are, what they're interested, what they like, and what they don't like. So why is this a big deal? Because visitors prefer video, they trust user-generated video the most, and that's what you're unlocking with the Cinefly platform, is you're enhancing the visitor experience, transforming them into a storyteller, and they're creating these user-generated video content that they can share online through their socials. And they like it too, because when you go on a trip or a holiday, you really want to create awesome content that you want to share online to show where you've been, what you've done, and that's what Cinefly is unlocking. So as a tourism operator, user-generated content generates the highest and fastest conversion rate. So to wrap up, for the benefit for visitors is that it offers them a hyper-personalised experience. It enhances their experience by giving them a tour guide. It's transformative in that it helps them create better content, also tell better stories. They have a keepsake video, and they've got a great story to share with friends and family when they're talking about where they've been to. And as a tourism operator, it gives you the ability to create the ultimate visitor experience at scale. That itinerary that you saw generated was generated within minutes. And it was an English itinerary, and it also generated one for Japanese. You can do one for Arabic. Your tour guide can also, as you saw in the example video, can speak to you in any language. So you might be a Japanese visitor or a visitor from Turkey, and it will speak to you in your native language. You've got vast operational efficiencies. You're not limited by the number of tour operators that you need. In fact, you can work with your existing tour operators to create really amazing experiences, take the knowledge that they've got and create really great experiences. The revenue and commercial opportunities that come with Cinefly, when you look at it from a branding standpoint, quite substantial. We're talking to NRMA as an example around some of the drive trips that we're doing. So you've got the ability to work with brands and create experiences where visitors are encouraged to go to their cafe or their hotel or their point of interest. The data is phenomenal because you're not limited by the number of stories that can be captured, and because you've got all these various data points that can inform future trips and itineraries. And finally, for tourism operators, again, it's really about enhanced storytelling. The platform gives you a way to create really amazing stories to promote your location, your destination, as a place to visit. That's the fastest presentation I've done to date. Hopefully that made a lot of sense. We have access to Cinefly AI Tourism. Take a photo, please. You can send us an email. If you want to register as a tourism operator and start creating these interactive experiences, we're going to be opening it up to the public within about 3 weeks. Thank you. How'd I do? Thank you.